Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, as you can guess from the title, today is going to be all about astrology and my love life. Basically, you know, like those astrology things that you read. I'm a Cancer, so every time I'd read one, it'd be like, yeah, that's not really me, you know? And I was like, this astrology thing is cool, but it's not accurate. I don't know what these people are talking about. Until I downloaded this app. I'll put a link below. Anyways, this app, so I was like, let me just try. They have this like compatibility feature, so you can test your sign with other zodiac signs, and you can see they like give a percentage match, and then they break it down. Anyways, I'd been in a relationship with an Aries guy for about a year and a half, right? And I started reading it, and literally it was spot on. Like, so Cancer, you know, we're like a bit emotional, we're sensitive, so, and Aries are really blunt and direct, you know, so it said like line for line, it was like, Aries may hurt Cancer's feelings, and these two will not be able to fathom each other. And I was like, oh, for the life of me, he always said, he was like, you don't understand me, and I was like, you don't understand me. He was like, why don't you be less emotional? I'm like, why don't you get into your emotions? Yeah, so basically, the more, oh, my dog wants to say hi. He might come say hi at some point. Basically, the more I read about our compatibility, it was like, this is my dog, Elliot. Making a video, baby. Go away. Love you. Okay, he's probably going to stay. Anyways, right, so I'm reading about this, and then I'm like, no, this is weird. It can't be that accurate. You know, like, there's no way that astrology can pinpoint every relationship, you know? So then I was like, all right, let me test another one. So then I looked at, so before him, I was dating a girl for about 7 years, and we had like this phenomenal relationship, you know? Like one of those soulmate connections. We started businesses all around the world, like in the Philippines, we had a party boat. We had a coffee shop. We started an eco resort. You know, it was like, there was nothing we couldn't do. Anyway, so I read about it. She's Capricorn. So then I read about Capricorn and Cancer, and it said, this relationship is going to feel like a soulmate connection. And I was like, oh, what? And they're like, and then it said, anything that you guys want to accomplish in this world, you'll be able to accomplish it with ease. And it was like, oh. So then I was like, all right, astrology, I see you. Maybe there's something to this, you know? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to study this a bit more. So this has kind of been my pandemic obsession. Oh, my dog's sitting on my leg now. Oh, gosh. Anyways. So, now that I've learned a bit more about astrology, he's like, give me some love and attention. Elliot, his name's Elliot, Prince Elliot. Anyways, so, yes, you know those horoscopes that you read in the magazines? Of course they're not accurate because they're not specific to you, right? You can't, like, there's no way you're like, every 12th person you're exactly the same as. It doesn't even make sense, right? But if you know your time of birth, so what astrology is, like the real study of astrology, it's the moment that you enter this physical plane, this world, right? The moment that you're born. If you know the exact time of your birth, right? It's a snapshot of all the planets. A snapshot of all the planets in the sky at that time. So each planet has certain energies, right? And certain ones, like Venus. Venus is like your love planet, right? It kind of rules like the people that you're attracted to, right? And then your moon has to do with like your emotions. Wherever the sun is, that has to do with like your thoughts. And so I'll get into each of these like in different videos for you guys. But basically it's been really cool kind of seeing the way astrology plays out. So then I was like, I'm going to start an experiment, right? I'm going to date the zodiac. So I made a Tinder profile, and on my profile I wrote, you know, I'm trying an experiment. Let me know if you're these certain signs, right? So what I learned is basically just based on like your sun signs, there are certain signs that you're going to be more compatible with, right? So water signs and earth signs go really well together because water is like this emotional, this kind of like moving force, and then earth signs are like stable, right? So you can imagine it like the water signs kind of nourish the earth, and then the earth signs kind of like stabilize the water. You know, think of it like rivers and waterways. You know, they help the water to kind of direct its motion. Same thing like with fire and air signs. So fire signs and air signs are like the best compatible. This is just based on your sun sign, right? So for example, like Aries and Gemini, you know, like that's a fire and an air sign. So these two would have more compatibility because you think about fire, right? You give more air, more wind to a fire, the fire grows bigger, right? So they can help to kind of like, yeah, make the experience better for each other. So I was like, all right, since I'm a water sign, Cancer's water, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try all these like water and earth signs, right? But since I put it on Tinder, for some reason, I've only been attracted to Geminis. So I've been like falling for these Geminis recently. So my experiment Geminis are fantastic. Like if you're looking for fun, adventure, a playmate, like go date a Gemini. Like I have had so much fun with them. Like they don't say no. Like anything you want to do, they're like, yeah, let's do it. You know, like constant, nonstop. They'll try all sorts of positions with you. Shh, don't tell anyone. If you're looking for long-term soulmate, true love, they're going to take a little bit of time to get there. You know, in Cancers, we're all about, like, our MO is kind of like true love. I think since the time I was a kid, like, you know, when you get like an eyelash and you make a wish, it was always like, I wish for true love, you know? My favorite movie growing up was Little Mermaid, you know? So, yeah, basically, Geminis, they take a little bit longer. Like, they're not going to fall in love with you on day one. Cancer might. So, for me, it's like, okay, learn how to not, like, fall in love on day one. But, yeah, they're a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'll kind of keep you guys updated. Maybe I'll take you on some of my dates so that you can meet the people who I'm going out with. Let's see. If you like the channel, you want to see more content, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.